Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dan on Sports. Can we just go ahead right now and award the Detroit Tigers the American League pennant for 2026? I mean, that's going to be some pitching staff that the Tigers are putting together. In case you missed it, they have signed Justin Verlander. He's returning to his old team, the Detroit Tigers. And he's getting a $13 million one-year deal. Now, the Tigers are borrowing from the Dodgers playbook. $11 million is going to be deferred for the 43-year-old Verlander, who last year with the Giants did very well. He pitched 72 and two-thirds innings, 2.60 earned run average, strikeout rate of 22.8%, a walk rate of 7.8%. And you take a look, four-seam fastball. He was still throwing it at over 93 miles per hour. And remember, with his savvy, with his resume, with his experience, he knows how to spot that fastball. 11% swinging strike rate. And he's part of a staff that, if they stay healthy and going into a short series, particularly in the American League, who's going to beat the Tigers? Look at that staff. Tariq Skubal, Framber Valdez, Justin Verlander, Jack Flaherty, Casey Mize. There's no question the Tigers are in it to win it this year. And this tells me perhaps the Ilitch family, which owns the Tigers, figures that we're going for broke this year because we don't know what's going to happen after 2026. We don't know if we're going to be able to afford Tariq Skubal. Probably not. Now that we've got to pay him $32 million a year, plus we're giving Valdez $32 million a year. And who knows what else? Plus, maybe they figure that the war is going to be on and there might not be baseball for a while after 2026, that the owners are going to hunker down and absolutely demand a salary cap, even if it means no baseball in 2027. So the Tigers want to give their fans something now, particularly with arguably the best pitcher in baseball, certainly one of the best pitchers in baseball, and Tariq Skubal heading, on paper anyway, a formidable rotation. Now, things change. We know pitchers get hurt, players get hurt, things change. We understand that. But that said, at least at this point, in February of 2026, you look at that staff, how are you going to beat the Tigers? Particularly in a short series. Now, over the course of a 162-game season, even the best teams, the best pitching staffs are going to have their ups and downs. I get that. But you go into a short series with that staff, and you've got to like your chances. And that's why, how can you not pick the Detroit Tigers to win the American League? At least in February of 2026, I'm picking them. We'll see what unfolds. Like I said, injuries intervene. This happens, that happens. But, man, on paper, that's some rotation. And if you're the Toronto Blue Jays, who have also stocked up as they try to defend the American League pennant, you got to be a bit concerned, which is why I say if you don't win it all, and particularly if you miss by an inch or a half an inch, as the Blue Jays did, you don't know if you're going to get back there again the next season. You don't even know if you're going to get back there 2 or 3 seasons after that, because everybody else is loading up, and the Tigers are loaded up pitching-wise, and the rest of that team, remember, they've got some great players on that team. They're ready to win in 2026. And all I've got to say is, watch out. Detroit Tigers are the team to beat in the American League in my book. That's going to do it for Dan on Sports. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thank you for subscribing to my Dan on Sports newsletter. You can do that by going to danonsports.com. See you later.